Ryan, Vice President for the YMCA of San Diego County, and I'm delighted and honored to be here for this very special historic occasion. And on behalf of the Peninsula Y, I'd like to thank you for choosing to celebrate with us this morning. Now let's begin this momentous occasion with the Pledge of Allegiance, and I'd like to ask Josh, Ryan, if he could come up here and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Ready, begin. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks, Ryan. Great job. As many of you, I'd like to bring someone up who most of you know, Vince Glorioso, who is a longtime executive here at the Peninsula Y, and he is currently the executive of La Jolla Family YMCA. And I'd like to turn it over to Vince.
Thank you, Lisa. So I'm going to talk just a little bit about why we're here. Why did we gather this morning? And as you know, we're really here to celebrate the renaming of this facility, which was initiated from a very generous gift from Jerry and Amy. And it really wasn't one gift. This is actually a process that's gone on for a long time, long before I got here, and that was back in 2011. But it includes multiple gifts. And the first real generous gift changed this Y entirely, and I had the great benefit. Rob Sabacho was the executive, well, I think actually Alfredo Velasco was the executive director. Then Rob Sabacho was the executive director and got this facility built. So outside was the new spa, the community picnic area, this new facility, and it completely changed our YMCA. We became a tremendous benefit to the community. Our membership doubled. We were doing services for more children, more families in an entirely new way. And it really made us a strength for community right here in Point Loma and Ocean Beach. The most recent gift will send this facility into world-class status and really will serve this community at a higher level for at least another century. That's just my guess. So I want to talk just a little bit about my time with Jerry and Amy, because I would say that was my most valuable time here at this Y. So many meetings, I'd call John. They were one of the hardest people, two people to get a hold of, Jerry and Ann. So I'd call John, and it would usually go about a month out before I could get on their calendar. And then I'd go to the office, and Jerry would tell me stories about family history and aviation in San Diego. I became a near expert in that. He sent me to the Air and Space Museum, so I got a tutorial there. But let me tell you about my favorite meeting there at Jerry's office. So I scheduled a meeting with Jerry, and I went in, and we sat down, and then just after I arrived, Ann was right behind me. And she walked in the office, and she said, well, I saw that you were on Jerry's calendar, so I decided to show up. And I said, great, well, we're happy to have you. And then she reached down, and she grabbed a hat. She put the hat on her head and said, Ryan Family YMCA. And she said, see, this is the name of the Y. Why isn't it on the thing yet? And I said, Ann, we're working on it. You know, it's going to be this beautiful facility. We want to make sure it's brand new and sparkly new. She said, if this doesn't go fast, I'm going to show up one night with spray paint, and I'm going to put the name of the building. And you're laughing because you know Ann. So that was Ann's meeting from that point moving forward. But it was great. I just getting to know them and getting to know the family. I've had the pleasure to work with David on the board for many years. Got to know Mickey and Tom, and just recently I met Vic last. Vic was there at the La Jolla YMCA as an intern with the YMCA marketing. So I've just really enjoyed my time in getting to know the family. So this facility, as you know, will be renamed T. Claude and Gladys P. Ryan Family YMCA. And we're so excited for that. I asked Jerry, what is it that you want to honor about your parents in renaming the facility? And he was very clear. He said, most importantly, you want to honor the values. And I appreciate the YMCA, caring, honesty, respect, and responsibility. I want to honor the commitment to family. They were a family, they really built a strong family, they were committed to family, not just their own. But he told the story about his dad in the shop, and would walk around and work with all of his employees and ask him, how's your wife? How are your kids? And he tried to treat commitment to family. And the last piece he said was community. He said that his mother, Gladys, had a commitment to the community and worked with local community organizations to make San Diego a better place. And so he said, by naming the facility, we can promote these values for generations to come. So that when kids come to the Y in the 40, 50, and 100 years, like I just promised, that they'll look to the same values that Claude and Gladys had in their time in San Diego. So this next year, in 2020, the Peninsula Y, which was chartered in 1970, will celebrate 50 years of service, which is remarkable. What many of you know is that the YMCA here is far more than a facility. So yes, there will be a beautiful facility. If you haven't seen the renderings, they're in the back, and it will be absolutely gorgeous, really connecting the indoor and the outdoor. But it's more than a facility. We partner with so many other organizations. Our services spread all the way into Ocean Beach, down into Point Loma, and with this facility now, we will really have the home base to be a service provider throughout the area. So it's very exciting. I wish Jerry and Ann could be here today. Steel drums are out here playing. That was another great Ann story. One year at the event, she said, "Why aren't the steel drums here?" And she wouldn't get off of that. Why weren't the steel drums there? And so we got her a couple of CDs from Dano's Downs, and then the steel drums came back. So, one last thing that I really want to honor is that this is about more than a capital gift as well. So, in case you don't know, the Ryan family not only is supporting the building project, but every single year support the scholarship program, support the program subsidies, and support Kids to Camp. All of the ways that we reach out to the community for support to be able to provide those families that need us, that may not have the financial means, the Ryans have stepped up. So I'm so glad to rename the facility, and I want to extend that appreciation to Jerry and Ann. I'll have to connect with them when they get back. And with that, I thank you to the family, and I'm going to turn the mic over to David, who's going to share a little bit on behalf of the Ryans. Thank you, Vince, for those kind words. And I want to say what an honor it is to be here today, finally, as a member of the Ryan family and current board member at the YMCA for quite some time now. I'd like to say that I'm sad that my parents couldn't be here. My mom is not feeling that great, but doing better. They're in Hawaii and they just couldn't make it back in time. So I made the right decision to stick it out there and hand the reins to me. And with Vince having said what he said about my mother, all of that was true. And maybe it's a good thing that she didn't show up with her spray paint can. So don't look at gift cards in her mouth. Anyway, I'd like to introduce some of my family who are here today. First of all, my wife Maribel, and we're supposed to have got 5 kids, and to try and get all 5 of them here, like herding cats, they're scattered all over the place. My daughter Michelle is supposed to be here, but she's extremely late or not coming. So my 2 children that are here, my son Nick and my son Michael. And the pre-approved absences up in Los Angeles, my daughter Holly and my son Tony. So we miss them, but we wish they're here. I'd also like to introduce my siblings and their families who are also here. First of all, I've got my brother Mickey. Where are you, Mickey? There you are, sorry. And his son Christopher and his wife Christy. Next in line, since this is going in chronological order, my sister Amy. That's certainly not. My brother Tom, his wife Jessica. And their children, one of which you met already, older sister Sierra and Josh. I think that's it. Anyway, thanks for coming, guys. I said Christopher. Like I said, it's a shame my parents couldn't be here. It's hard to believe that our kids my siblings and myself represent fourth generation Point Lomans, and we're very proud of that. It's a very tight-knit community, and we look forward to continuing the legacy here in Point Loma. I want to tell you a little bit about my grandfather, T. Claude Ryan. He's a man we called Pa. That was our grandkid's name we had for him. He moved to San Diego after learning how to fly at the United States Air Force Flight Service at March Airfield in California in 1921. He was born in 1898, so he was about 23 years old. The next year, he arrived in San Diego in 1922 with his Model T Ford and a dream. He sold his car to buy his first airplane and established the Ryan Flying Company. While he's trying to build his aviation business, my grandfather often stayed at downtown YMCA that at the time had boarding, so it wasn't just a gym, it was a place where you could stay. And he had no money, and he had no place to stay, and so he was able to stay there. In 1925, he started the first round-trip, year-long passenger service with Ryan Airlines to back and forth between San Diego and Los Angeles. And a short time later, developed his first plane in 1926, the M1 Ryan monoplane. And that plane was used to bring mail from all up and down the coast of California. Interestingly enough, that plane was modified to become what became the Spirit of St. Louis. Lindbergh famously flew across the Atlantic in the first transatlantic flight. And it's hard to believe that my grandfather hadn't turned 30 years old by the time that happened. So, I mean, to all you millennials out there, it can be done. Sorry, kids. My grandmother, Gladys Bowen, who we called Nana, was a school teacher at San Diego High School. And while my grandfather was dating her, typical show-off kind of way, he would take his biplane and buzz the school at low altitude, so that her students and that she noticed that he was thinking of her. I don't think you could get away with that today, probably, but they eventually got married in 1927 and found a home in Point Loma for the next 50 years. My grandmother sort of took a back seat to my grandfather because he was sort of a domineering, kind of hard-charging guy, but she was support for him, and he wouldn't have been able to do what he did without her. She was always there making sure the family was taken care of, and making sure that he was taken care of. In fact, there's a funny little story. My dad was at a dinner party where they were honoring some kind of first-in-flight thing, and his parents were there, so Claude and Gladys were sitting down, and he overheard him lean to say to her, as the food's in front of them, "Gladys, do I like asparagus?" That's a true story. So, like I said, she knew him better than he knew himself sometimes. Over the years, my grandparents started a family foundation called the Ryan Family Charitable Foundation, and it supports over 120 charities, and continues to this day. We're proud to recognize the values and legacy of our family in renaming this facility and carry on that legacy. Briefly, I'd like to speak just a little bit about our history with Peninsula YMCA specifically and how we got involved. It was around 1970, and my grandfather was still going strong at the Ryan Aeronautical Company. One of his employees, an engineer in the avionics division, asked to speak with him. And by the way, it wasn't easy to get any speaking time with him because he was one of these busy guys that didn't just talk to anybody. Well, this guy came in and he said he didn't want to interrupt his busy schedule, but he'd like to speak with him about an opportunity. His name was Bob Giant, affectionately known by his coworkers, my dad said, as Big Ditch. Giant Valley, Big Ditch. I don't know if Bob really appreciated that, but he certainly touched my grandfather and asked him for the financial support for a fledgling YMCA in Point Loma. It started with a group of PL dads participating in the India Guides, now known as the Adventure Guides program. And my grandfather was very touched by Bob's volunteerism and his leadership, always had a soft spot in the YMCA because of gratitude he had for being able to stay at the Y when he first moved to town. I should also mention that Susan Baker is here today, Bob's daughter, who is instrumental in the history of this YMCA. She's sort of like the mother of the Peninsula YMCA from my perspective, for the time that I've been here at the Y. And thank you for being here today, Susan. So, without hesitation, my grandfather agreed for significant support to establish what became known as the Peninsula YMCA. I found it interesting that the Peninsula YMCA was founded in 1970, but the actual building wasn't constructed until 1977. So here's this group of dads that are part of the YMCA that has no facility. And it's the Indian Guides and Adventure Guides group that started it. And it's also interesting that just about that time, my dad got involved with the Indian Guides with my brothers Larry, who's since passed away unfortunately, and my brother Mickey. And I have fond memories of having the meetings at the house. And they were part of that initial adventure guide group that got the YMCA started here. So I didn't realize that until I was putting together some of these timelines. And I'm like, wait a minute. I wasn't involved in the Indian Guides at that time, but I got involved in the Indian Princesses with my daughters, Michelle and Holly, later. So that's a connection that I really cherish and an important legacy that continues on with the Adventure Guides today. After my grandfather passed away in 1982, our family's foundation continued to support the Association Y in its annual campaign until 1993. I had just moved back to town for my residency in family medicine in Colorado, and I was practicing in Point Loma. And all of a sudden, one day, Byron Ware shows up with Steve Wimmers, who was the board president at the time, into my office. I was getting ready to go to lunch, and all of a sudden, here are these two thugs. I'm kidding. So they said, Byron said, another way he could say, I think it'd be a great idea if you joined the Peninsula Y board. I said, well, let me think about it. He said, no, I really think it would be a good idea. So I couldn't say no, and 26 years later, here we are. It wasn't long after that, Byron's conversation, that I joined the board, and a proposal was brought forth that we should make a lead gift in naming the Y after my grandparents. And that sounded like a great idea. I presented it to my dad, and he agreed. Although, I have to tell you that my grandparents, if they were alive today, would kind of shrink when they see their name on the side of the building. They weren't that kind of people. They didn't want to see their name on the lights. They wanted to do everything under the table. They wanted to be, being recognized is okay, but I don't know about the name on the side of the building. I think they would have had mixed emotions about that. But tough luck, you're not here. I'd like to recognize a few key longtime Peninsula YMCA board members and friends of mine that are here today, without whom none of this would be possible. First of all, Byron, as I mentioned before, and his wife, Bridget. I have to say that Byron told me, and I remember this, that he would not have agreed to lead the initial capital campaign if it wasn't Bridget who was going to take that job, and he would support her doing that. So Bridget was really the key to get this thing started, and I wanted to recognize you. Thank you very much. Also, Fred and Carol Walker, who are also seated over here. They are longtime board members of the YMCA, and also instrumental in establishing the current extended capital campaign and supporting the Y throughout this long period of fundraising. Thank you, guys. Also like to recognize board member Mike Haas. Is Mike here today? I don't see him. Anyway, he and his late mother, Marcia Haas, who many of you remember, was a sweet lady and instrumental in getting the lead gift for us to build this wonderful gymnasium. So I'd like to recognize the Haas family right now. So many other families within the community have contributed significantly to this capital campaign. At the top of my head, I think about the Herbies, the Ogles, the Mortons, and the White family of Ballast Point Brewery fame here. So we were able to get their support. I'd also like to thank the San Diego Unified School District for our partnership with Creative Junior High School. We wouldn't be able to do this without them because they had the parking we needed. And so we've had a wonderful partnership that's blossomed out of that. Since that, and greater benefit than anybody could have ever imagined. So that's a blessing as well. I'd like to also thank all my fellow Peninsula YMCA Board of Advisors, who I consider my friends, longtime people that have been on the board and have contributed personally to this capital campaign 100%. And I'm very proud of that. Without them, it wouldn't be possible to make the connections within the community for the funds that we need to build this new facility. Finally, I'd like to thank Baron, who I see back there in the corner. Baron, without the leadership and your guidance and vision, changing the culture of the relationship between all the branches of San Diego County YMCA, the association, through the spirit of community and interconnectedness, this wouldn't be possible. Without your leadership, Baron, and the financial support of THQ, we wouldn't have been standing here today. Thank you. And in closing, I'd just like to say that I'd like to thank the YMCA. I'm very grateful for this opportunity and for the future families that will be able to benefit from this and all that the Y does throughout the country, throughout the city, and here in Point Loma. Thank you very much.
Well, I guess I need no introduction. I'm Mark Grisman, board chair for the YMCA Board of Advisors. This is an exciting time for our branch, obviously, and I really can't overstate the impact this branch has on our Peninsula community. And I wanted to highlight some of the programs. For example, Character Builders is an on-site after-school care where parents who work can trust their children are in a safe place until they're able to finish their workday and pick them up. Our branch has youth sports like soccer, basketball, t-ball, where our kids can learn sportsmanship regardless of skill level. They can learn camaraderie and team camaraderie. Summer camp, which is actually more like year-round camp. You know, if you have kids, you understand. For some reason, every other week they get a random day off of school. Luckily, the YMCA is there for us. We can take our kids on those random days that we don't get off work, drop them off, and know they're going to have a fun day. Another program that we mentioned is Adventure Guides. We currently have 165 registered members in our Adventure Guides program. The program provides monthly camping trips for parents who want to spend some quality time with their kids in nature, bonding, and not be competing with YouTube and iPads like we do. You're probably wondering why I'm highlighting these programs. I'm highlighting these programs because they have a direct impact on my family every day. All of these are ones that the four of us, they help us get through our two-family working lives. And we're extremely grateful for four people living on the peninsula. And it's having a huge impact on us. Take that, multiply it by over 1,100 family memberships that we have at our branch, and over 2,500 individual members. I'm not on the finance committee, but it's a big number. It's a huge impact, and we're really grateful. I haven't mentioned programs like the Career Swim program, the Loft, and after-school care. Or it's not after-school care, it's just a safe space for high school students to come after school. Our partnership with the Point Loma Surf Team, Live Strong for cancer survivors. Water aerobics are wisest members. Our senior population has a lot of opportunities to stay healthy. Bridge Club, and I actually heard that there's even people who work out here. So. Thanks to the Ryan family. Your contribution, it's going to give us the opportunity to double that impact over the next few years. Better, larger facility, added program, and more benefits to our community. So, on behalf of the Princeton YMCA, actually, on behalf of the Ryan family YMCA Board of Advisors, I just want to say thank you. We're also very fortunate and grateful to have the support of the largest YMCA association in the nation. I'd like to ask Carolyn Doherty, the CEO of the YMCA of San Diego, to come up and say a few words. Thank you very much.
Yes, it's great to be here, and some would think it's a miracle that I'm actually here. So, in a lot of ways, but I've been in the back for a little bit. It's the start time, so I apologize. But, you know, when I think of this YMCA, the Peninsula YMCA, for a little bit longer, before we change the name, I think of a proud heritage, right? 50 years, since 1970. Alfredo, Rob, Vince, question mark, who's next, right? All these board members and staff, programs, these things, these services. Greg, we got to mention Greg, 19 years here, holy cow. I mean, all these great things, and yet one common thing, the support, the love, the guidance of Ryan family. And Jerry, now David, oh my gosh. You know, I arrived here in 2010. One of my fondest memories was the ribbon cutting in 11, early spring 11 of this space. And what we talked about and what was next. And yet the patience, and the guidance, or the patience, I should say that again. It's just amazing how this is unfolded, and yet we still have more to do. And even when this project is completed, there'll be more to do because that's the service that this love, this patience, this guidance has given us. So from the YMCA of San Diego County standpoint, I'm just honored to be a part of the project. I know that from the staffing standpoint, from our corporate board, we're just enthusiastic about how this tool, this building, which is just part of the YMCA, you know, it's the building, but it's also all the things that happen externally, our services, our support for the community. We're just excited about those programs and activities we're going to be able to impact this community in a greater way, in an equal way. And so with that, I just want to say congratulations to Paul. Thank you, Ryan family, and David. It's been great working with you. I look forward to many more years. Mark, your leadership as the chair, thank you. And it's just been great. So we're excited about what's next, and let's go do it. Let's do it together. Together we're one. So thanks a lot.
Thank you, Baron, and I'm glad you're here. So I would like to introduce Jordan Bean from Representative and Council Member Jennifer Campbell's office, if you would take it.
I'm the guy with the hardware, so this is a good role to be in. Good morning, everybody. My name is Jordan Bean. I'm proud to be here on behalf of Council Member Jennifer Campbell, who represents District 2. She apologizes and wishes she could be here. District 2 represents the majority of our beach and bay communities here in San Diego, from Pacific Beach all the way down to the Grillo National Monument. We're honored to have two YMCAs that are really charting the future for community engagement here in our beach and bay communities, both the literal Beach and Bay YMCA in Pacific Beach and the now Ryan family YMCA here in the Peninsula. Councilmember Campbell certainly understands what a huge impact this space has made in this community, what a treasure it has been for the last 50 years, and is excited to see what the next 50 years will provide for everybody who loves this kind of activities and opportunities that the Y presents. So I will keep it very short. 2019 as Ryan Family YMCA Day in the community of District 2. And and encourages all citizens therein to recognize the renaming of the Peninsula Family YMCA in their honor, to recognize their values and legacy in our community. So thank you, Ryan family. Thank you, YMCA, for having us, and let's get this thing going. Thanks, Heather.
Thank you, Jordan. Appreciate you being here and representing Jennifer Kimball's office. So I'm gonna just talk about the future and what are we gonna do now? I've been really honored and excited to be a part of this project, and when Vince was the executive director, I started working on the capital side and helping with the redesign. We are super excited and can't wait to put a shovel in the ground. And by the way, you will be invited back, hopefully within the next year, when we actually do put the shovel in the ground. And what will that include? So that will include an expanded wellness center. So with state-of-the-art equipment, such as you have here, just expanded, so that we can serve more seniors and adults and families to live a healthier lifestyle. Right now we serve about 8,000 people, and we hope to expand that. Obviously, we want to increase the impact within our community, and we hope that this will do so. We'll add a rooftop deck. I think Vince made a reference to this. Rooftop deck, which will allow us to do more programs outside and take advantage of this wonderful, the wonderful weather that we have here. We'll add a community room where seniors can gather along with teens. We've been doing some of this within our YMCAs, creating kind of intergenerational rooms. And we hope that we'll be able to add both the seniors and the teens programming there. And new locker rooms, actually with heat and air conditioning. So, which we will be able to serve more diverse individuals. A new child watch, so which will connect children with the experience and activities and socialization, while giving parents an opportunity to also take care of themselves and focus on their own health and wellness. So with these new facility spaces, we are able to impact our community, and as most people have talked about, for the next at least 50 years. So it is with great honor that we unveil the new Ryan Family YMCA. And I'd like for David and Mark and Jordan, come on up, and any part of the Ryan family, if you want to come up and join us. We are going to unveil, and on my call, hang on, ready? Here we go. Awesome. Yes, and we had a cue, so here we go, and super excited about this. And so in closing, I too want to thank the entire Ryan family, and David, great remarks. And I don't know the whole family well, but I certainly look forward to getting to know you. And what great stories between the stories that you have and the stories that Vince shared. This is just a wonderful opportunity, and really want to, again, from the bottom of my heart, thank the Ryan family for all of your support. And David, thank you for serving on the board. Lastly, you are all being handed a glass of apple cider. And we would like to make a toast. So Ken, get to our speakers. Does everybody have a glass? I don't have a glass. Thank you, Campbell. Yeah, and before we do this, I also want to thank the staff of the Peninsula and now Ryan Family YMCA for all that they did to make this happen. You guys are awesome, and it's been a pleasure to work with you, and I look forward to the next few months working even closer with you. So with that being said, let's raise a glass to the future of the T-Quad in Gladys B. Ryan Family YMCA. Salute! And now may you wander outside. Don't forget your commemorative t-shirt. And we've got some music and some refreshments outside. We hope you enjoy. And thank you again for everything.